All right, it says the recording started, so let me go back to my chair. So everybody take your comfortable seat and definitely make it a comfortable seat right now. And I don't know, you guys may have just walked to your chair or maybe you were just walking around, but whatever you were just doing, let's try to shake off again. Let's just sort of like shake your arms, maybe move your legs or bounce your feet. Just sort of loosen up because we're going to sit still in a minute to do some breath work. So feel yourself shaking off any stiffness so that you can be comfortable and relax in a stationary position. So I've got my feet well grounded. My hands are resting on my thighs. And my spine is long. I have my chin slightly tucked, shoulders relaxing away from the ears. And I'm just going to take some easy breaths. So easy breath in and out. And just feeling where the breath moves the body as it comes in and as it goes out. So today's practice, I said we're getting ready for summer. I was really thinking more about the heat of the summer, which isn't too bad today, but the summer season is associated with the fire element. And the fire element is related to your heart energy, your heart chakra. So think about fire, the emotion of love and passion. And we're going to just work with that a little bit as we start class today. So if you're comfortable, I want you to bring one hand over the other and just rest it on your heart center. So your hands are crossed right over the organ of your heart. And imagine as you're breathing in and out, you could imagine breathing in the color of that chakra, that heart chakra, which is the color green. It's not red, it's green. So imagine you're breathing in the green energy of the heart and breathing out the green energy of the heart. And your hands are right over your heart, the largest electrical organ in your body. As you breathe in, feel the chest lift possibly and the chest lower. So not that you're breathing into the chest, but you're breathing deeply and your deep breath may raise the chest. It's pooching out your belly, maybe widening your ribs, but maybe you feel the hands move over the heart. Now close your eyes if you haven't already, and I want you to bring to mind someone that you love unconditionally and send them love. Send them some love as your intention for this class. And then think of someone that's taking class right now. Even if you don't know them well, send them some love. Now, think of someone that you might be having challenges with right now. Send them some love. Feel the energy of the heart. Feel the emotion of love. And then come back to that person that you love unconditionally. Bring them to mind and send them out some love. And then finally, we're going to send some love to ourselves, love and compassion for ourselves. Often we don't even think about that. Send some love to yourself. And then one big breath to sort of wake your eyes back up again. I want you to take your hands and I want you to cup them over your eyes. So the base of your palm rests on your cheek somewhere and your fingers just cup over your eyes. If you have glasses on, it'll still work. We're not trying to touch the eyes, we're just cupping over, letting the fingers drape in the hairline. Close your eyes or keep them open, depending on you, and take a few breaths here. It's a very calming sensation, cupping the hands over the eyes. Sometimes you may want to do this at night when you're going to bed. You can't settle yourself down. And then take your hands, bring them to the center of your forehead so that your fingertips are at the center, and you're going to draw gently across your forehead, stretching the skin across the forehead. Go all the way over to your temples and slide down behind your ears, like you're tucking hair behind your ears. Come around the jawline. And then spread your fingers out along your jaw. Lift your chin slightly and draw your fingers down your neck. Don't press in too hard. Just feel like you're stretching the skin down. And let's do that again. Maybe move your hands to a different place on your neck and just draw, stretch the skin. You could lift your chin as you do that if it's comfortable for you. And then bring both hands to the right side and pull gently, sliding from the back of the neck around the side, along the side of the neck. And you can use a little pressure here to get into the muscles along the side of the neck, maybe the top of the shoulders. And then do the same thing with the other side. Any kinks, massage it out. And then as you bring your hands down, we're going to come right to the top of the clavicles. So feel that bone right there. And we're going to do the chi massage, which is the tapping over the whole body to try to wake up our energy. So we're going to start with taps right in the center of the chest, below the collarbones, alongside the sternum. So you can knock with your fist, you can tap with your hands, whatever you choose to do. I'm sure you have done this tapping before, one way or the other, because we either do it as an energy medicine, wake up, but today we're doing the full chi massage. And then move your hand to your sternum, and you want to tap up and down that sternum bone. You're tapping again over the heart, the lungs, tapping up and down with whatever pressure you feel is right for you right now. Then take that left hand, tap across to your shoulder, right in front of your shoulder, and then flatten the hands. We're going to go down the inner arm. Then turn your arm over and go up the outer arm, tapping up. Tap behind the shoulder, and then come down again, down the inner arm, up the outer arm. One more time. You decide how softly or not. I don't want you to hurt yourself. No bruising, please. Just give yourself a tap. Feel it on the skin. Feel the skin start to light up, and then we'll go to the other side, down the inner arm. So the chi massage, chi meaning energy. We're waking up the energy, bring circulation more towards the skin, sort of softening the fascia a little bit. It's not really formally any kind of fascia release, but we're following the lines of the energy system in the body that are in the arms, the chest. Once you finish those three, sit yourself a little forward in your chair. And if you can, reach behind best you can. And we're going to tap up and down alongside the spine. So go wherever you can. If you're just at the lower back, that's fine. Just give yourself some taps on your back. And you could use the back of your hands. It's kind of awkward to use your palms. So use whatever part of your hand touches your back, sliding up and down, up and down. And then you guys know where your kidneys are. Take your hands there and circle right over your kidneys. So I'm just doing a little circle. I'm in constant contact. I'm trying to warm up my kidneys. Kidneys are kind of the master of the energy in our body, kidney energy. And then we're going to go down the legs. My favorite part, start at the hips. And we're going to go down the outside of the legs. Now, sitting at the edge of the chair, you might get a forward fold. Just go as far down as you can. You don't have to go all the way down, but come up the inner side. So here again, we're following the lines and the meridians that run up and down the legs. They run actually off the toes. So we're doing 3 times at whatever pace. Again, feel what the effect is of just touching the body and bring up the energy. Once you get back to the top again, I want you to take your hands right to, you have your hip bones here, and then inside there, there's a little soft area. Just sort of pounce on there a little bit, right at the hip crease. And then we're going to do a little teeny, just below the rib cage, softly on the belly, little knocks on the belly, just little knocks. Got lots of action going on down there. I just had lunch. How about you? And then let's let the hands rest down. Close your eyes. Actually, let the hands drop down by your sides. And just notice if there's any tingling sensation, any kind of tingling in the body. Let's do a little bit with breath again and the arms. Let's inhale the arms up just to shoulder height. Palms are down. Exhale, open wide. Inhale, lift up. Lift the arms and ground the feet. Exhale all the way down. Let's repeat that 2 more times with your breath. Inhale, the arms up. Exhale, open wide. Inhale, arms up, reach up and down at the same time. Exhale, arms down. One more time, reaching up. Your arms are floating. Exhale, wide. Inhale, up. Exhale, let the hands come all the way down, relaxing. Let the hands rest on your thighs. And we're going to move on to just some work with the eyes and the hands. So since I said, let's think about summer, whatever your favorite place is, whether it's in the woods or at the beach or the golf course, I want you to pretend you're sitting there, and I want you to look all around, but I want you to do it by not moving your head at all. Only your eyeballs are going to look around, okay? So I want you to look to the right with your eyeballs. Don't move your eyebrows either. And then from the right, circle your eyes all the way up to the ceiling. Look up, up, up. And then to the left, circle to the left and down. And back to the right. And then from the right side, circle down, looking down. Look to the left. Both eyeballs are looking. Head is not moving. Don't lift the eyebrows. And when you get back to starting position, close your eyes, relax. Did you guys feel your eye muscles work? Yes? No? All right, that's all we're doing with the eyes today. You can do that again if you want. I know sometimes I do it with the head, but I just really wanted to move the eyeballs today. All right, so next we're going to do a little bit with the neck, a little bit more. We did some massage, but let's just turn the head and look to the left. Again, you're grounding in your sits bones, you're grounding in your feet, you're sitting nice and tall. Shoulders are away from the ears. Take a nice big inhale, and as you exhale, come back through center. Look to the center. Inhale and exhale, turn your head the opposite direction. I think I said the wrong direction the first time. And we're going to stay here. Use your eyes this time. We're looking. Big breath in, grow tall, and exhale back to center. Bring 2 fingers to your chin. And let your chin feel like it's sort of jutting forward, the way it's not supposed to, right? We don't want our chins to jut forward and our head to come forward. Use those 2 fingers to gently encourage your chin back and the back of the neck long and the crown of the head lifting high. And then let go of it again. Get that bad posture, but not with exaggeration. The smallest bad posture you have, and then feel the difference as you pull the chin slightly back. Chin feels almost like it's tucking, and you feel the cervical spine lengthen. And then let's just do it one more time. So these are the things I want you to notice. As you pull the chin in, you feel the shoulders relax down, the back of the neck lengthen, and the crown of the head lift. All those things. And that's where you want to hold your head and your shoulders. And then go ahead and relax back to neutral, but don't go too far from goal, all right? Let's do some things with fingers. And I have a couple new things today. So I think I'll come closer. And we're going to start with wrists. So let's turn the palms up, bring the fingers together, and you're going to just tap around the edges. So the pinky side of your hand, your wrists, and then tap your thumbs and then go back again. Do it one more time. And now here's what we want to do. We want to take one wrist and circle it over the other. I'm going to add on after this. So if you can do this, that's great. Notice as I'm circling, I'm also twisting my hands, and I'm going to flutter my fingers. So whatever you can add in, it's a lot going on. If you just get the circling of the wrist, that's fine. Let's go the other way. As best you can, add it all in. Imagine you're a magician. These are magician hands, right? Abracadabra. Feels good, doesn't it? Now go ahead and flick out your fingers. And now we're going to bring the fingers parallel, facing each other. And I've done this with you guys before. It's going to be a push-up or a push-down. We're going to bend only at where the fingers meet the hand and bring them down together, bowing to each other, and then lift back up. Let's do that maybe 5 times total. I was going to do a 10. I can see mine are uneven. It is not easy, right? You feel like it's hard? I feel like this is hard. I feel like I feel the muscles in my fingers when I do this. You guys make it look too easy. All right, let's go to the bear claw. I have one finger that doesn't like doing that. Bear claw, come on, 4th finger. Bear claw, and then spread wide. Really use the muscles of your hand to spread wide. Bear claw again. Spread wide. Bear claw. Wide. Now, let your elbows rest by your sides and hold your palms up like I don't know, you're about to present something to someone. And then bend in all of your fingers, just softly. So make a soft fist. And then open up your right thumb and left pinky finger. And then close them back up. And then switch to your left pinky and your right thumb, your right pinky and your left thumb. And see if you can go back and forth between them. I see some smiles. either you're laughing at yourself or you're happy that you're doing it. I just saw this one, and when I first did it, I was like, couldn't do it. It really took me a lot to really get it going. Anyway, this is just kind of fun. The person was making the point that when you do these finger exercises, your brain really has to bring a lot of parts of control in place to get it to happen. Because normally our hands just, they do this, we're not thinking. When you try to do something special, we're going to do one more thing. I'm going to go back to my seat to do it. And we've done this before. You guys are probably pros at it. But it's another one where we're going to change what fingers we're using. So we're going to come to rabbit ears with our hands facing down. And then turn your hands up and come to fox ears. Turn them down for rabbit. See if you can do it without looking. Turn it up for fox. If you have to check to make sure you get it right, do that. And let's go 2 more times. I had to check. Good thing I'm not going to make you do that with your feet. All right, go ahead and shake it all out. And let's go on to our torso now. So let's go ahead and roll the shoulders. Just roll right in that shoulder socket area. Arms are just hanging down. And then stretch your arms out again, shoulder level, but keep the shoulders relaxed. So they're probably not up here, down here a little bit. And then flex your hands back, spread your fingers wide. Press away. As you press away, really stretch that inner arm. And then bring the palms down. Point your fingers towards the floor and press away and feel the back of the wrist and the back of the arm stretching. And then roll. And then roll at your elbow joint, both directions. And then come on back, rest your hands down a minute. We're going to do cat and cow, but we're going to do it with some goalpost arms. But let's first have fun with goalpost arms. So elbows bent, fingers and hands facing knee. Let's take the right hand down, leave the left arm up, and then change. Now, turn your head the opposite direction of the one that goes down, and then turn your head again. So as best you can, keep the shoulders relaxed and try to make that goalpost angle with your arms best you can. So you start to feel some stretching in the shoulder and the back of the arm. Oops, I'm not turning my head, but you guys keep doing that. Remember the song Walk Like an Egyptian? That's sort of what this is, if you remember that song. All right, go ahead and relax it down a minute. Let's take the right hand, reach it forward, like you're going to shake my hand, and lift it as best you can up towards the sky. So maybe it's out here more for you, wherever that is. Now turn the palm outward and reach it back. And then come around and do it again. Let's do 3 times. Nice and slow. Again, your circle might be an oval. That's fine. Whatever your range of motion is in your shoulder, you're just exploring it. No pain and no forcing, please. And let's just bring that arm forward. So swim it forward. This might feel more natural. Turn the palm away when you reach back, and then turn the palm in when you come forward. So turning the palm gives a little rotation in the shoulder. If you don't want to think about it, just do the swim, okay? Let's go the same on the left. Reach forward. If you want to think about it, palm is facing in till you get up to the top and then turn the palm out. This side, my circle is very different and yours might be as well. Continue the circle 3 times. Think about the rotation of the arm when you get to the top, turning the palm out. And I'm going to go one more time because I don't know if I went 2 or 3. And then we're going to go backwards. Sweep it back. Palm faces out. As you come up, palm faces in. And 2 more times. So nice stretch across the pectoral muscles as you reach. And come around. All this really helps with the posture, the ease of being able to keep the shoulders down. Now, we haven't done a lot with strength in the back body yet. So let's come back to those goalpost arms. And we're going to come into a cat pose. So I'm going to turn a little sideways so you can see what I'm doing with my upper back. So I want you to bring the elbows towards each other and then think about the upper thoracic area coming outward. Really stretch it, broaden the shoulder blades. And then when you come into your cow pose, turn the palms out, keep your core engaged, but see if you can draw the shoulder blades towards each other. Palms are out. And then we'll just do a few times. Opposite, we're stretching between the shoulder blades and we're squeezing the shoulder blades together. Whatever distance you go with your body, do not force, no pain. You want sensation of stretch and you want sensation of contraction. And your spine the whole time is just coming along like a wave. All right, let's go ahead and rest your hands down. Shake it out if you need to. And let's just do the big hug. So palms out, big hug, big hug. If you want, once you get your big hug and you want to walk your hands a little closer towards each other, if that feels okay, like really giving yourself some love. And then open up, and we're going to just switch which arms on top. When you do the big hug, the goal is you want to reach your fingers towards each other and then think about breathing into that upper back space. You'll feel the shoulder blades widen from each other. And then go ahead and relax and hands come down. Now we're going to do sort of a twist and a side bend at the same time. So let's bring the arms out to the sides. And we're going to take the left hand up into a goalpost. And let the right hand reach down to the floor. Keep yourself grounded in the feet and the hips. And tilt yourself over towards the right. As you do it, lift the elbow to a place where you start to feel stretch up the left side of the body, in under the left arm. Maybe then you can reach your arm straight up and bring your arm back to goalpost. As you bring your arm back to goalpost, think about keeping it wide and away from the front of the body. Lift it back up again and lower it down. So the work is going to be in the shoulder blade in the back to bring it down and keep it away from your face. And one more time, up, press into your feet, press into the sits bones, use your core and lift back up. Whee, back up again. Did you feel the extra stretch you got by keeping the elbow bent and then stretching it forward? Let's try that on the other side. I was looking at my timer's going off already. And we're going to bend over now towards the left. Maybe you don't go to your deepest bend because you know you're going to add on a stretch. Just take it to where it's comfortable for you. You might be here and here. Doesn't matter. Wherever you feel the stretch is the right place for you. You can see I've got my fingers spread, lots of energy in the hand that's reaching and pulling. Okay, this is our last one. So we're going to reach up Engage that core. Press down with your feet and your sits bones and bring yourself straight back up again. Phew-wee, that's some work. All right, we did that. All right, here's our easy twist. Let me make my timer go off here. Oh, it did. All right. So we're going to bring the arms out to the sides, and we're going to twist to the right with the arms out to the side. So you probably won't twist as far as normal. So just twist to what feels right. Then take the left hand to the either the right knee, left knee or the right knee, whatever feels best for you. And take the right arm, reach it up to the sky, and bend towards the left corner. It's a little kitty wampus. And then lift back up again. Arms come down and out. Twist to the left. Right arm, whatever knee feels better for you with your twist. So my back arm, I'm just going to reach it up by my ear and do a little bend towards the right knee. Towards the right knee, whatever that is for you. This is where it's a twist and a forward fold. Don't do a total deep one. Just do it to have a little combination. I don't know if you like that or not. Let's make it easier. Let's lift the arms all the way up. Twist. And then figure eight the arms all the way back down. Feels a little better maybe? Inhale the arms up. Twist to the left. And figure eight the arms. Move those elbows. Rotate those arms. Sweep it up. Twist to the right. Same thing one more time. Have some fun with the figure eights. Inhale up and exhale, sweeping your hands down. Kind of shaking it all out. Okay. The last thing we're going to do is something called touching heaven and touching earth. So this one we've done before. I'm sitting at the edge of my chair. My sits bones are grounded. My feet are grounded. I'm going to bring my hands into prayer. Shoulders are relaxing away from the ears. Your core is pulled in and firm. I'm going to reach the right hand up and the left hand down. Flex your hands back. And I'm going to keep reaching up with the right hand and down with the left hand. I'm not doing a side bend. I'm reaching up and down at the same time. And then bring your hands back to prayer. Other side, reach up and down. Really feel a lengthening right in the side body without even doing a side stretch because you're trying to reach as much as possible. And then bring your hands back down. Come to prayer, bring your hands, rest a little bit. Shake yourself out if you need to. If you need to do sort of a ragdoll kind of thing, you can do that. And we're going to move on to some stretches of the hips. So I'd like to do some warrior poses here. So we're going to do some stretching as in our warrior poses as well. So let's take the right knee and just draw it in. I'm holding under my thigh, and you decide how high you pull that knee, but pull it to where you feel like you are flexing that right hip joint, and point your toe right down to the floor. Release it and do the same with the left. Just draw the left knee in to where it feels right for you. You're sitting tall, point the toe down to the floor so you stretch the front of your foot. Inhale the arms up and hinge slightly forward. So you have a nice long spine. We're doing a little bit of a forward fold. And then inhale back up again. Right knee's going to lift and pull the knee in. Point the toe. Lower down. Left knee lifts. Point the toe. And down. Arms sweep up. Hinge forward. Keep your spine long. Reach forward with that heart. Lift back up. Keep your arms up and stretch your right heel down to the ground. You can't see my heel right now. I've got my heel on the ground. The left knee is bent. And I've got my toes on my right foot pointing up to the sky, stretching my calf and my hamstring. Sweep your arms down as you bend the knee in. Let's lift the arms up Lift the left knee and then extend it. Same thing, heel to the ground. So you're trying to stretch the back of the leg, the back of the heel, and you're strongly flexing the foot at the ankle. And bring your hands back down again. Now we're going to slide our right knee out to the right side of the chair. Now, what is that for you? Your right knee out and your left knee out might look like a small V. You decide what's comfortable for you, and you may need to shift onto the chair, keep both sits bones, but you may need to shift a little bit more to the right of your chair to be able to be comfortable. I want you to have a comfortable stance for warrior two. So if you're not 90 degrees and you're something smaller, that's fine, as long as your feet are grounded and your hips are well grounded on the chair. Let's bring our hands into prayer. And then from there, reach your right hand forward, straighten the fingers, reach your left hand back. They're all in one line. Ribs face that left knee. Turn your head and look over your right fingers, warrior two. Bring the back hand to the chair. Turn the right hand up. Reach up for reverse warrior. So here's where your opportunity to big stretch up while you press the right foot down. And from here, we're going to sweep ourselves into side angle. So side angle, left hand to hip, right hand can be on your thigh, or maybe you want to side bend a little bit and bring your forearm to the thigh. Option to lift the left arm straight to the sky. Option to bring it a little closer to your ear. Whatever you're doing, you're grounding that left hip. Beautiful. Let's sweep between the reverse warrior and the side angle. Nice and slow, moving nice and slowly, but always moving. Your version of side angle, find your way there. Nice and slow. Beautiful. The whole way, every part of the movement counts, not just the end part of the movement. So everything you're doing is part of the pose. This is our last time. Enjoy finding side angle on the right side. Beautiful. And then come on up to warrior two. Hands come down. Bring your legs together and shift yourself back to center on your chair. And whatever you feel like you need to do, kick your legs or widen your legs. We're going to do all that on the second side. So we're going to shift maybe. Maybe you don't need to shift, but I need to shift a little bit so I'm comfortable where my sits bones are on the chair as I have my legs in this V shape. Narrow V or wider V, you decide. Put your hands on your ribs and twist your ribs towards the right knee now. And then arms reach forward and back. Turn your head, look over the left finger. Warrior two. Back arm down, front arm up. Reverse warrior with the left side. As you reach up and over, keep grounding the left foot down and don't let the knee swing in. Find your side angle. Might be different on one side versus the other. Maybe you want to keep your hand here and come over. Maybe that shoulder is different. Maybe the hip is different. You do what's right for your body. I'm showing you the two poses. And the most important thing to me is you just moving through space into your version of these poses in ease. More ease than effort. Make it like a float between the two poses. Let's do one more. All right, come back to warrior two. Hands come down and then walk your feet in. Settle yourself to the center of your chair again and move however you want. Maybe you want to do a little shaking. Maybe you want to do windshield wipers. Let me check my time. Good, I have some time. Yay! Because I want to do warrior 1 and warrior 3 with you too. All right, so we just did warrior 2, side angle, reverse warrior, and we're going to add in the other 2 warriors, warrior 1 and warrior 2. So there's going to be several options for the legs. Let me give you your choices. The first choice would be what we just did, where the legs are in a V. We're going to be twisting our ribs towards the front leg. Before we had our ribs twisted towards the leg facing me. We're going to twist our ribs in this direction. They may not go right over, but that's what's different here. Our ribs face the front leg. So if this feels good, that's an option. A more challenging option would be we're going to sit right at the corner, right at the edge of the chair. Let me get more an angle so you can see what I'm doing. I'm sitting right at the edge of the chair. My right sits bone's on the chair, and my left knee is going to point down towards the floor. Now, if that's too much for your hip or your knee, choose this. All right. What happens when you do this is you'll get more stretch in front of the hip and the thigh. You know how people do, they hold their head leg back. So this is a way to get a nice stretch in your thigh, more than you would here, okay? Here you'll get an inner thigh stretch. Here you get a front of the thigh and the hip. So choose the way you want your legs to look, because that's going to be your starting position. Your right hand will just rest on the back of the chair. Are you guys ready? Did you choose your legs? Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to hinge ourselves slightly forward. So I'm hinging slightly forward and lifting my arm forward and then circling. I'm just keeping that hinge forward and I'm circling that right arm back. My right foot is well grounded. My knee's right over the ankle. Your left foot is doing what you want it to do. Now I want you to reach that left arm forward as much as you can, close to your face or by your ear. You're going to feel a little bit extra pressure in the forward fold. Can you lift your left arm as well? If not, just do it with one hand. Keep pressing down into the right foot. You're in warrior 3. Can you now lift up, bringing your shoulders over your hips? If you need to put one hand down to do that because 2 hands are too heavy, you are now in warrior 1. And then bring your hands down. If you've got your leg back, slide it forward and then walk yourself to the other side. Any questions on that? Did you guys find a way? Was it too much? Again, if it feels like it's too much, legs are here and you're working with the upper body. Okay? And even with the shoulders and the hinge, just take it to where you are not efforting more than ease. You want to balance the two. So find your legs for the left side. Stretching here or here. Left hand holds, just steadies you on the back of the chair. Hinge forward a little bit from the hips. Keep that left foot grounded and reach the left arm forward. Right there, some strength. Keep hinging forward as you circle the arm around. So the only thing moving is the arm in the socket. And then we're going to stop at the lift. So maybe your lift is here, maybe your lift is higher. The higher it is, the more challenging. We're still on that hinge forward. Maybe you take the left hand off the chair and add very strong. Keep pressing the foot down. And then if you want, lift up. Maybe one hand, maybe 2, and you're in warrior 1. And then hands come down. And We'll take it a little easier now. So go ahead and let's stretch the legs forward. Stretch them forward, heels to the ground, toes up. I need to get my chair in the right place here. Stretch your face. So straight legs, toes pulling back. Bring your hands behind you and hold on to the chair. I say straight legs, your knees can be, a micro bend, not hyperextended, micro bend. I'm holding onto the chair because I want to hold onto the chair and let myself come forward. So I'm allowing my weight to drop forward. Again, this brings my shoulder blades together a little bit, stretches my chest, and just a nice little counter pose for everything we just did. Can bend in the knees, and we'll do another counter pose. Bring both forearms to your thighs. And this is a version of child's pose in the chair. So you're just sort of leaning forward, letting yourselves be heavy. You see my time again, so how much I have to play. Okay. All right. The things I wanted to do, some of it is strengthening again. So if we have a little bit of strength left in our legs, we're going to press up. And here's what we're going to do. We're just going to do a march, right and left. Just march. Let the upper body be relaxed now. And then the right leg will lift and stretch forward. Come in and go down. The left leg will lift, knee is bent, stretch forward and go down. And do that 2 more times each side. If you feel like you need to keep the foot down on the ground, go ahead and do that. If you can lift it, you're strengthening your thigh. You choose what you're ready for today, what you feel like today. Now we're going to slide again to the right side of our chair and take your right leg out to the side. Oh, my water bottle's in the way. So I'm sitting towards the right side. So I'm still sitting comfortably on my chair. And I've got my right leg out to the side. We're going to do a version of gate pose where your right hand is on your leg. Your left hand will come up to the sky. And we'll slide the hand slightly down the leg, pressing the left foot into the ground, left hip into the chair. And then when you come up, you're going to lift up the right arm and you decide how much you bend to the other side. Keep grounding the heel of the right foot to help counterbalance your side bend. Let's do that one more time. Gate pose. We're closing the gate. And then we're opening the gate. At least that's what it feels like to me. And then we'll come back with the arms out to the side. Slide your right foot in. Hands to the chair. And we're doing a lot of shifting around the chair today. I hope you guys don't have armrests. That would make it really hard. So now I'm getting more towards sitting on the right sits bone. I may have said that backwards the first time, right and left. I try to do my best. I know some really professional teachers that don't even try to mirror, so mirroring is not always easy. So here we are. I've got my left leg out. My right knee is out from the hip, grounding the foot. Left hand comes down, right hand comes up. A little micro bend in that leg so you don't hyperextend. Take it to where you're feeling grounded still in the right hip. Use your core to help you come up. You could always hold the chair as you side bend over, or you can let the hand down. You decide. Keep grounding the extended leg when you go to the opposite direction. One more time, each side. Gate, pose, and open gate. Open gate is a lot like side angle, except we've got the legs straight out now. Go ahead and bend the leg in, work it closer to the body, and shift yourself back to center. And let me pick one more thing here before we do a wind down. All right, just a little hip stuff. Bring your hands to your hips. And we're just going to step out and in. And when you step out and in, see if you can imagine you're stepping over a stone or a block. I know we brought our blocks. You could actually put your block there and step up and over it. And you decide again how wide your step goes. Sitting at the edge of your chair is very helpful, but make sure those sits bones are grounded nice and safe. And then go to the other side. Step over something. Step over something to come back. Step over something. Now, maybe your something is very small. That's okay. Maybe you want to make it bigger. You do what you feel like doing. What's your energy level today? What's your mobility feel like right now? Are you getting tired? And take it easy. All right. We've exercised a bit, done some stretching, some strength. I want you to sit towards the edge of your seat now. We're still not relaxing back. And find mountain pose. So ground those feet. Knees and ankles are lined up. Knees and hips are lined up. Shoulders are relaxed. And we're going to do something called bringing down the flame. So it's using different mudras, and we're going to come down the front body. So the flame is the fire energy of the heart, which is the good side is love and joy, compassion. The bad side is too much anxiety. So let's bring down any anxiety that you may be feeling. Let's start with the hands down by your sides, palms out. Inhale the hands up, and when they come up, let all the fingers meet each other. So pinky, fourth finger, third finger, thumb over your head. And when you exhale, next exhale, it's going to be a HAAA breath, and let a flame, your thumb is the flame, the base of the flame, come to the crown of your head. Swing your arms down. Inhale up again. Find the fingers. Touch all your fingers together. This time the flame is going to come to your third eye. Exhaling HAAA as it comes down. Keep sweeping your arms down and around. Fingers touch. This time the flame comes to the heart. Bring it all the way down to the heart center. HAA out the mouth. Any anxiety you need to let go of. Sweep the arms up and around. Tent the fingers. And bring the flame all the way down to your belly button. Put your your thumbs in your belly button and let your hands rest on your low belly. Relax your shoulders. Take 3 big breaths in the nose and out the mouth. HAAA. And then slide your hands down the front of your legs. A little forward fold here. And then come up your inner legs. Come up your chest, the front of your body. Stop at your heart center. Let your hands rest one over the other right at your heart center. Shoulders relaxed. Chin slightly tucked. Crown of the head lifted. Feel your heartbeat, the energy of your heart, the power of your heart. And bring your mind back to that person that you love unconditionally. Bring that person to mind, send them some love. And then relax your hands down by your sides and find a comfortable seat in your chair, or maybe you want to leave the chair and go somewhere else to lay down for a few minutes, or maybe you stay laying down, take a nap. But right now, we're just going to relax our bodies and allow the work that we just done, the stretching, the strength, to be absorbed in the body. So relax the shoulders. The hands can rest palms down. Your feet are still well grounded, but you feel like the back is supported. And we're breathing in and out the nose again. And we're paying attention to the breath. I left my reading upstairs, so we're just going to focus on the breath right now. Breathing in the nose and out the nose. Easy breath. Let it breathe you, but pay attention to it. You're not trying to make it be something bigger or more organized. Just feel where the breath goes when you breathe in and when you breathe out. And feel how the body responds to your breath. What parts are widening as you inhale, taking in that beautiful oxygen that we need for life. The beautiful body, our beautiful designs. And the breath keeps us alive every day. We don't even think about it. Let's appreciate it now for a few more breaths, quietly listening and feeling. Notice the heartbeat. Working together with the breath. Oh, we could go on. Oh, yes, there's the lungs. So much that gives us life every day and helps us function. And now I'd like you to intentionally deepen your breath. Use it as a way to awaken the body, awaken the mind, be more expansive and outward looking. And stretch your fingers wide from each other. Maybe reach your arms out to the sides. Lift your back away from the chair. And maybe squeezing your fingers together and out, together and out. Lift the arms all the way up, nice and wide, sort of a hallelujah for the day. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Waking up again for the afternoon. And let's figure eight. Make big, wide figure eights. And the last place our hands will go back to our heart center. Thanking yourself for coming to class today. The light in me honors the light in every one of you. So nice to see you. Oh boy, I ran over. Let me stop the recording and then